Yu-Gi-Oh! A card game with the most cards ever printed in a TCG. A game that I've played for decades and built a massive collection. Now, I have to start from the ground up. In this series, I will be slowly building a deck that I'll be able to be taking to locals and YCS events to one day become the next King of Games. It's all up to fate as I pull random packs from the wheel and try to build the best deck that I can for victory. Will I win? Find out in Mystery to Mastery. What is up, everybody? This is O-Artistry here, and today we are going to be doing a very special box opening today on the channel, which will be the Yu-Gi-Oh! Alliance Insight box. I'm so excited to finally open this. Why? Because it came out on my birthday, which is super cool, and I absolutely love that. It's nice to know, Konami, thank you very much for the gift that keeps on giving Yu-Gi-Oh! Stuff. And yeah, I'm very excited to crack open this box that we have today. So, all of these cards will be used in, or can be used in the Mystery to Mastery series, which is really exciting because that gives us a good couple more cards. Now, obviously, the last time we did anything for the Mystery to Mastery series, it was at my locals in Aberdeen, and we basically opened an entire box. I didn't want to do that. Obviously, I wanted to kind of drag it out, but with how things were going to go in terms of the next tournament date at the locals, I cracked open the entirety of a box. And today, we're going to do the exact same because, yeah, it's my birthday and it's a special occasion, so we're going to be able to do that. So, without any further ado, I'm just going to grab the box. Here we go, and we're going to crack this bad boy open. So, it is been a while, obviously, since, like I said, we've done anything for Mystery to Mastery, and the next thing that we're going to do, which is very exciting, is on the 31st of May, the Alliance Insight is actually like the Supreme Darkness event that I did all the way back on the first actual event I ever did, is doing something very similar. So, with that in mind, we will be doing that on the 31st of May, so I will be at Firestorm Cardiff for that, and I hope to see as many of you there as possible, so we can have a lot of fun with the event, because I'm really looking forward to it. So, here we go, just opening up the box here, lovely stuff. Obviously, this is the main box, it's not the mini box where tokens are guaranteed, so here we have the main box, very much exciting about that. Here we go. So we can see that. That's very nice. I love this. I love the design of the box. I think the box looks absolutely incredible. So let's just quickly now just open this up and we'll be all ready to go. 24 packs, 9 per box, 9 cards per, like, you know, per pack, and then 24 packs. I don't know, did I say that right? Did I in my brain I'm like, wait, did I say that there was like 24 boxes? Can you imagine? It's just like, I've got a case of Alliance Insight. I don't think I'd ever get a case, if I'm being honest. Like, I don't know, like, unless the case was something like an absolutely massive set where, like, you know, it had like thousands of cards in it, not like 200 to 300 odd cards, like kind of like the rarity collections, but if it had like 1,000 odd cards or whatever, so there was no way a box, so you know, you could practically get nothing in it, like maybe I'd then get a case or something, but even then that would be stupidly expensive, most likely. But here we go, very nice. I love opening boxes. We are. Okay, so 24 packs, 9 cards per pack, and yeah, we're just gonna crack open. This is the last actually, this is something to be worth noting here. This is the last of the 25th anniversaries, which I find crazy. So the next box that we'll get won't have 25th anniversary in it. Which is about time, really, because it has been over 25. Let's be real here. They kind of egged that a little bit. So let's crack open these packs. I literally cannot wait. I'm so excited to open each one and just, you know, just really just dive into this set. And we get, for the first card, a retain, so I'm already excited, which is the Wicked Serpent Knight Dragon card. Tribute a dark monster from your hand or field, special summon this card from the hand. That's not too bad. Then you can, and it's a level 7, so that's also very handy, especially for the traditional format I'm going to be doing, because obviously my Diabolosis, the Mind Hacker, is a level 7, so the more level 7s that we can get easier, the better to summon him. Once per turn, when this card is destroyed by battle, you can target a monster your opponent controls and then just send it to the graveyard, then special summon this card. So send a card, that's actually pretty cool. It's not being destroyed, it's being sent. And then you can bring back this card, which is pretty awesome. And that's not even a hard once per turn. The only once per turn is the summoning conditions, which is actually really cool. Here there be dragons. I love that. Which basically is Dragon Ruler support. I wish I got a lot more Dragon Ruler support than I did. Obviously there are more Dragon support, Ruler cards in here, but ideally I would have liked a lot more in the box that I opened to even consider it. Boomer Place, it's a level 6 spellcaster. So it looks like there's different effects here depending on the levels, and then you pay 600 life points. I'm not too sure if I use that card or not. Oh, the Cyber Jorgmun Garda, which the artwork looks absolutely sick. It looks completely different to all other Cyber Dragon kind of artworks, if I'm being honest. Can't be normal summon set, it must be special summoned by this effect. So if your opponent controls a monster, then you can special summon this card from the hand, then take a Cyber Dragon from your deck and either special summon it or equip it to this card, and then you can do a lot more with it. Ooh, so we got a Mitsurugi as our first super rare card, so that's cool. We got Mitsurugi support, Reptile. If this card is normal special summoned, or if this card is tributed, you can add a Mitsurugi monster from your deck to your hand. I do not think I have any other Mitsurugi cards, if I'm being completely honest, but that's actually kind of cool, so I'm going to keep him in the background over here. Migatori Zerolot. So this is kind of, I can't think of a name, it's Shock's sister, water support, so that's kind of cool. Chaotic Elements, target at 1 level 5 or higher, light or dark, pyro or aqua, from your deck or grave to the hand. Then if you have 3 or more pyro and or aqua monsters in your graveyard, you could destroy 1 card on the field. If your opponent controls a monster, which is light or dark, pyro or aqua, you can banish this card from the graveyard to target 1 monster your opponent controls, take control of it until the end of the turn. That could kind of be useful in a weird way, because if we're playing against, so like, for example, Ryzeal is pyro, so there's pyro and thunder, but Curse of Diabell. So if you control 2 or more Diabell monsters, send 1 you control to the graveyard, destroy all face-up cards your opponent controls, and then if it's sent to the graveyard or banished from the deck, you can add a Diabell spell or trap from the deck to the hand. I think you can use, oh no, it's Sinful Spoils, isn't it, that you add, not Diabell. So I don't know if that would be useful or not. Oh, and then Hermaria, the Divine Follower. I like the artwork on this card. It's just a shame that its summoning conditions aren't that fantastic, but I really like the artwork on that one. Hopefully, I mean, my word, if we can get somehow the other kind of Diabell support, that would be absolutely bonkers. That would be crazy. If we could get the Diabell support, you know, I would not say no to that. Just gonna try and see if we can preserve a pack. I like to try and do that, but they can be a bit awkward at times. Come on. Let's see if I just do it from there. There we go, that'll be fine. So this is the one we'll kind of preserve. There we go. Oh, we got an Xyz monster to start with. Okay, so we've got one that we can preserve, and now we can just tear open the rest. Okay, so we've got 100, number 69, ayo, what a number. Heraldry Crest Shadowstream, which is a psychic monster, but it requires 4 level 4 monsters. You can Xyz summon this card by using a monster you control whose original name is number 69, Heraldry Crest. Okay, so there's Heraldry Crest, and then this is Shadowstream, so this is kind of like an upgrade or a retain. we got another Wicked Serpent Knight Dragon, so we got 2 copies of him now. So that's kind of cool. Legendary Lord Six Samurai Kaizen, which is tuner, non-tuner monster, 1800 attack points, may come in handy. Steamed Sabersaurus, 2 level 4 monsters, dinosaur support, could be useful, maybe, who knows. This is a Cybers monster, which is Replicard Lad, so you can banish one other level 7 or higher monster from your hand, special summon this card from the hand, target a face-up monster you control, special summon one monster from your deck with a different name that has 2 or more of the same, which is either level, attack, or defense, but cannot activate its effects. It's not bad, but I don't know if I'd use that. Another Migatori Zero Lot. Mitsurugi Sacred Boundary. Okay, more Mitsurugi support. Again, I don't think I have a whole lot. Oh, and now we've got Mitsurugi no Miko Wuso, so that's kind of cool. Who knows? We might be able to play Mitsurugi somehow. We might actually be able to play Mitsurugi. We've got 2 monsters now, one of them being a super rare, a spell and a ritual spell, a continuous spell. So who the heck knows? If there's a Mitsurugi ritual monster in here, we might actually be able to somewhat play Mitsurugi. I doubt it, but who knows? You never know. Actually, I opened this pack better, so this is the preserved pack that we'll keep. And the other one we can just kind of get rid of. And the first card that we got was Moisten White, which is kind of part of the Skull Servant support, which is kind of funny because I played Bones not too long ago, so that's actually kind of cool. Spore of the Fairy Seed. Ah, yeah, that's right. Luna's Ancient Fairy support is in here, so it's a plant tuner. I won't say no to more tuners. It's a level 1, so 1 for 1 comes in handy. So that's actually really cool. Another Cyber 69, so those are always handy. Another tuner, and it's Brain Controller. So this can actually come in handy with the Emergency Teleport, because if this card is no more special summoned, we don't have Brain Control, but it's a level 1, so you never know. Ooh, the Evil Twin Kisa Kill Deal, nice. So it requires 1 Kisa Kill monster, which we did actually pull. We did actually pull Kisa Kill, so that's actually kind of really cool. So we can actually summon this card. I don't know if I'd ever use it, but that's pretty awesome. Tiki Piece, a trap monster, so this could come in handy. 1800 attack and 1800 defense. Pay 800 life points, special summon a continuous trap from your graveyard or banished as a normal rock monster. Okay. I don't know, maybe this could be useful, because I do have a load. Depity, a fiend level 4 with 0 attack and defense. And it's a light fiend. Oh my word, this is Fiendsmith. What? A cute little thing who lives in a glass bottle and is said to bring good luck to the one who makes a contract with it. The lid must never be opened no matter what happens. Interesting. Another Mitsurugi Miko Wuso. Ryugi End. Yes, the Ryugi stuff also is in here, as well as Ryzeal and Malice, yeah. So we pretty much get all the core support from there as well. So we've had a few cards, not a lot, but we've got it. And we had 1 Ryzeal monster that we managed to pull, so that'd be kind of cool. So we got another Here There Be Dragons. Durograd, the Stone Trooper. It's a rock monster that requires 2+ monsters and a rock. He's a rank 3. I'm not sure I'd necessarily use that, but you never know. Filler Diabell. Okay, so add 1 level 8 or higher Diabell monster from your deck to your hand, or if your opponent controls a monster, you can special summon it instead. If this card is banished, you can add a Diabell. You can make all Diabell monsters you control gain 500. So that's not bad, but I don't know. Again, I'm not sure if I'd use that, but it's not bad. Heraldic Beast Stad Whale. Okay, cool. So we got part of the Herald monsters, like number 69. World of Spirits, a field spell that when this card is activated, you can add 1 monster that mentions Ancient Fairy Dragon from your deck to your hand. I do not know if the Spore Tuner I got did. And there's Dawn Angel Combi, which was kind of part of that other fairy card that we got in the first pack. So if you control no monsters, or monsters you control fairies, you can special summon this card from the hand, which isn't too bad. It's also a 1 for 1 target, so you never know. And it's a kind of cute, like, card, so you never know. Another Mitsurugi Sacred Boundaries, so we get in a load of those. White Reanimator, so that's kind of cool. If we had Skull Servant support. Ryugi End. We got that twice now at the back of the pack, so that's kind of funny. Starting to see some similar cards already. We've not even opened that many packs. We've opened about 4 or 5 packs, so I'm going to speed this up a little bit. But hopefully we can get some more stuff. Oh, I got a Regenesis monster as my first card. I forgot Regenesis was in here, and it's Regenesis Dragon. So this is all to do with the 2500 attack and defense monsters. So that's kind of cool. That'll be handy. Crimson Firewing Pegasus. So this is the other retain monster. So that's actually really cool. I like that. Level 6. Regulus, the Fairy Beast, carrying on the retains. We now have the Spore and Regulus, so that's kind of cool. Bomber Place again, and Elixir of the Glorious Golden Land. Special summon this card as a normal monster with a level 10, 1500 attack, 2800 defense. Still trade as a trap, or you can send a Golden Land or something else. Okay, so this acts as a trap monster, so that's not terrible. Vindgloff's Blessing. Oh, so this works with all that fairy stuff that I got, so that's kind of funny. Apiscoff School, little level 4 fish, weird looking card. Another Mitsurugi Sacred Boundary and a Ryziel Mass Driver. I honestly thought it was going to be the continuous trap then, the Ryugi trap then, but it's basically Ryziel, so that's kind of cool. We got our first Ryziel trap card. But we've got a full play set of that continuous spell. I have no idea if it's even good or not. I'm not even gonna lie. Okay, so we got Elixir of the Glorious Golden Land, and we did have Eldritch the Golden Lord from RJ, so you never know, we may have some stuff here. Karibon the Fairy Spirit, so now we've got another Lunar support card. Here there be dragons, that's a full play set. Regenesis Warrior, okay, so we got the Warrior monster, now we got the Dragon. Heretic Beast Stad Whale. Agrostar's Giant Slinging, or Giant Slaying even. So we did get, again, a trap monster, which was Agrostar's from RJ, so that's kind of somewhat useful, so that's kind of handy. 7-star Slash Army Annihilator Hagen. Interesting. Equip it with 1 level 7 monster with the same type, different attribute. Okay, interesting. A lot of level 7 support. Dawn Angel Combi. Simple Spoils Protection, Sanctification. Here we go. So this is actually searchable because this is Simple Spoils. Target 1 Diabell in your graveyard or banished. Discard a card if you do special summon the monster. Target a face-up monster in the spell and trap zone. Special summon it. That actually, this could main deck. That's actually kind of on another Ryugi End. Of course I do. Of course I pull another one of those. Right at the back as well. that's 2 or 3 times that card has been at the back. But that is absolutely insane. Okay, so we've pulled a bunch of supers. We haven't pulled anything else. We haven't pulled an Ultra or like a Secret or a Starlight or anything like that just yet. You never know. But okay, we've got a Simple Spells card that we can use, so that's actually really cool. NT 8000 Sirius. So that just looks like a whole bunch of stuff that I have no idea if it's good or not. Another legendary Lord 6 Samurai Kaizen, more 6 Samurai stuff. Another Jorgmander. Ooh, the Primer Material Actor. I mean, I do run. I have a few, you know, Pendulum cards, so that's kind of funny. Ah, here we go. Spectral Dragon, Ruler of the Flickers. So we got our first Ultra Rare, which is obviously a Dragon Ruler card, which is kind of useful, unless you get the rest of them. Oh, Giant Crackhorn. I remember seeing this card and thinking this was absolutely hilarious because it's a plant monster. It's not even like a water monster. So when your opponent's monster declares an attack, special summon this card from your hand in defense mode. If you do, change the attack target to this card and perform damage calc. Then you can target plant you control, and then you target that monster, and this card become the combined original of both monsters, which is so funny. But it's a monster you can special summon, so it's not terrible. Another Curse of the Diabell, another Mass Driver, and another White Reanimator. So we're definitely pulling a lot of the same kind of cards already. But we got our first ultra rare, which is Spectral Dragon, Ruler of the Flickers. So hopefully we can get maybe something else to go alongside it. Who knows? But maybe we can get something. Oh, we got Evil Hero Vicious Claws. So this is a level 7. So that's kind of cool. You can target a hero monster on the field, special summon this card in your hand in defense mode. If you do, that monster gets 300 attack points. Now, funny enough, I did get a whole load of vanilla heroes from the Speed Duel set, so that's kind of funny. Oh, Code Igniter. Okay, 2 level 4s. Nice, 2300, not bad. Add a Cybus Ritual monster from your deck to your hand. Okay, that's that's enough from that. Oh my word, 2 of the retains. Oh, another Will of Spirits. Oh, brother. And another one of these. SAI D-Kick. Okay, so it's side kick, but, you know, spelt differently. Dippity. Serendipity. Well, zippity-doo-dah, zippity-doo-day. My, oh my, what a beautiful day. Okay, so I gotta be honest, the pulls haven't been too fantastic. We've pulled 1 or 2 useful cards. Hopefully we can get you more in here, but World of Spirits is not something I needed more than 1 copy of, if I'm being completely honest. We got another one of the Regenesis Warrior. So we got 1 dragon, 2 warrior, another Kaizen, another Material Actor, another Fire Diabell, AI Connect. Okay, so that's a super rare, which is obviously going to work with a whole load of Cybers cards that we just do not have. So, very nice. Apascore. Okay, another Sinful Spell Sanctification. That's not terrible. Another 0-4. And Regenesis Birth. Okay, so we did have Regenesis monsters. So now we've got a continuous track to go alongside the Regenesis cards. So at least we're slowly kind of getting some things together, but who knows. A second copy of Mosaic Right, interesting. Oh, the Kurinku at Ignista, so at least we've got that going for us. Oh, Tensai Ryoge Anvia, so this is the Giratina form. I didn't realize it was a common, so that's really funny. So it's a Pendulum level 11, so that's actually kind of hilarious. Oh, yes! Yes, this is something I really wanted! Diabell Star Vengeance! That's so cool! Okay! Yes! Happy birthday me! Diabell Star Vengeance! So this card is always treated as a simple spells card, which means that it can be searched, which is fantastic. Banish 1 spell and 1 trap from your hand and or graveyard. Special summon this card from your hand and or graveyard. Quick effect, pay half your life points, target 1 card your opponent controls and pop it. Then if another Diabell monster is on the field, you can special summon 1 Tuna Synchro monster, which is Illusion and or Spellcaster, from your extra deck. And then you can only use the effect of Diabell Star Vengeance once per turn. Okay, so if we had, I'm trying to think what they are now. White Forest, Synchro monsters, that would have been cool. Warsu, okay. Another Divine Follower. Another Mirror, okay, so 2 copies of Mirror. Eternal Sunshine, so this is actually a new track card, which obviously works with Ancient Fairy Dragon. But yo, we got Diabell Star Vengeance, which is a secret rare. So that's actually very nice. I like that. That's super cool. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, yeah, Diabell Star Vengeance was 100% a card that I was looking for, because I was like, I need more cards, and that's fantastic. Okay, so at least we've got that going for us, so that's awesome. We've got another Diabell monster. Obviously I was hoping for the alternate artwork of the original Diabell in the Rarity Collection Stampede, but I did not get that. Instead I got Nibiru, which is like a 60 odd quid card, which is pretty cool in itself. So another Tensai, Mosaic White, so a lot of familiar stuff. Another Warrior, Material Actor, Connect, 2 copies of that. Reanimator. Dragon's Mind is a continuous counter track card, so when a spell trap monster effect is activated, while you control a monster with 2500 original attack or defense, negate the activation if you do destroy the card. If this card is in your graveyard, pay 2500 life points. Set this card, but banish it when it leaves the field. That's not bad, but that 2,500 life point cost is huge, especially with some of the track cards that I play in my deck for Mystery to Mastery. Because, yeah, some of those are, like, you know, the solemn cards, specifically. And that's the thing, like, a lot of my deck, it's good, but it needs more things like that just to shut my opponent down as quickly as possible and then try and put them away as quickly as possible. But the problem is because my deck doesn't have necessarily a set theme. That's what gives it the issues. But it is slowly coming together. So Doggerud the Stone Trooper, another Spore, okay. So that might have text or Regulus maybe for the equip spell. Shadow Dream and Malice in the Mirror. So this is a really cool. I like the Michael Jackson. I'm standing in the man in the mirror. But that's really funny because we don't have any other Malice cards. So this is our only Malice card. So that's actually really funny. Oh, a full play set of the Sanctification. Mitsurugi Tempest. We got a trap card, Dragon's Mind, and Let's Go Together. If you have no Let's Go Togethers in your face-up field, graveyard, or banished, banish 7 cards from the top of your deck face down. Make your opponent banish 6 from the extra deck or the top of the deck face down, and they must declare how many they have banished from each beforehand. So that's actually kind of funny. Imagine if I took that to the tournament. Imagine, just Let's Go Together. I feel that would be very scary in, I'm trying to think now, Runic, that's it, that's the word I was looking for. That'd be a very scary card, because it's just, hey, banish 7! Filler Diabell, again. Pegasus again, Kaizen again, Here They Be Dragons again. Wizard and Ignista. Okay, so at least we got some cyber support, I suppose. Curse of Diabell, Sidekick, another Sanctification, and another Tempest. Okay, so yeah, that was a lot of cards that we'd already seen before. I think, looking at the box, we've just about gotten halfway through, maybe something like that. Maybe a bit more half. But, you know, we're slowly getting there to the end of the box. One ultra rare, one secret rare, and a whole lot of supers. So hopefully we can beat some more ultra rares that can be actually useful. Brain Controller, Vicious Claws, Pegasus, Adignista, Heretic Beast Griffin. Okay, so we got that one, and now we got the other. So I don't think I'd ever use Heretic Beasts, I'm not gonna lie. Dippity! Yo, is Dippity good in Primite? I can imagine some sort of Fiendsmith Primite Dippity play because it's a light fiend. So watch nobody's like come up with that. Watch this video, heard my suggestion, and now it's gonna win a YCS because they're like, that is genius. RJ, let me know. RJ, you know, you're watching this. Steam Sabersaurus, Shadow Stream, Stad Whale, Fire Diabell, number 69, Heraldry Priest, Dark Matter Demolition. Okay, so is this because I pulled this thing, so is this what I needed? You can also use this card using a monster's original name is Heraldry Crest. Okay, yeah, so I got this thing. So this is 5 level 4s, can't be destroyed by battle or card effects. Detach from material from this card. So technically I can summon this by overlaying this. But why would I do that? It's an ultra rare, so there we go. Mitsurugi Tempest, Viengulf's Blessing, Tiki Piece, and Let's Go Together. We go together. Birds of a feather, you and me. But yeah, there we go. Okay, let's open some more packs. Why not? Let's go. We're definitely nearing the end. I would say there's about maybe 6-7 packs left. Maybe something like that. Serpent Knight Dragon, we pulled a lot of those. Oh, Material Actor Melt Throw. Flip me, my dyslexia went on that one, but there's a field spell. Oh, and there's Primer Material Actor, Brain Controller, Toxic Boxfish. Yo, it's a level 4 Synchro monster, which non-tuners. If this card is special summon, or synchro summoned even, you can target one card in either graveyard and banish it. If this card is banished, you can target one face-up card your opponent controls, negate its effects until the end of the turn. That's so funny! It's just this random little fish thing. It's a little synchro. I'm not a freaky fish guy. Fish and Bits, what is this? This is a new spell card. At the start of the main phase 1, banish one card from your hand. Your opponent can banish 2 cards from their hand. If they do not have to apply this effect, take 2 fish monsters from your deck, either banished both or send both to the graveyard, and you cannot special summon them except for fish. That's a lot of fish. Okay. I'm not a freaky fish guy. Okay. Well, that was funny. Right, okay. Another Cyber Dragon Drogomonda. Another Flying Pegasus. Sirius. And this is, by the way, this is exactly why I would not buy a case, because look at how many cards we've pulled of so many copies of these. Regenesis, which is a secret rare. Hello, this is a Regenesis card, so we can actually somewhat play Regenesis. Why would I? Oh no, that's so funny. Mitsurugi Tempest, Dawn Angel Combi. Okay, so 2 secret rares I pulled. I doubt I'm going to pull another secret rare. What I can use and what I can somewhat use. Would I use it though is a very good question, and the answer is I do not know. I do not know. Would I play Regenesis? Who knows? Obviously, they had a massive name change. Code Igniter, another Sirius, another Regulus, Spore, Abduction. Hello. Target one face-up monster your opponent controls and banish one monster from your deck or extra deck with the same original type, attribute, and level and rank or link rating. If you do, can take control of the targeted monster. If you banished a monster with the same original name, that monster's effects are negated. Oh, so you can keep the effects if it's not the same. That's actually kind of funny. I don't know if I could ever use that, but that's kind of, I don't know. It's one of those cards that you never know, like maybe. So how many is in there? 1, 2, 3. So there's 6 packs left in the set. Because I'm opening pack number 6, so I'm going to open one on the left-hand side next. There we go. Okay, so we are flying through this set. Another one of these, another one of these, another one of these, another one of these. Oh, a Nebulous Dragon Ruler of Mishaps. So we got the Light Ruler and the Dark Ruler baby forms. Both of them were ultra rares, which I find really funny. Another of this, another Let's Go Together. I think that's a full playset of Let's Go Together, and another Deputy. So the thing is, I do not have any of the adult Dragon Ruler forms for either of these monsters. Nor do I have the Xyz monster, or I think they had a Synchro monster as support as well. I know they have 100% an Xyz monster. And as then, because I think one of the forms is an extra deck, and then they had the other one just randomly as an Xyz monster. Regenesis Warrior. Yo, I've pulled so many. I haven't pulled it. I've pulled 1 dragon and so many warriors. Where's the rest of them? Like, where's a fiend? They must be higher rarities. They gotta be. Cyberdark Wyvern. Hello. This card's name becomes Cyber Dragon while on the field of graveyard. This would be kind of useful if I had a whole load of Cyber Dragon stuff. The Divine Follower, Vongolf's Blessing, Eternal Sunshine, and Raigu's End. Oh my goodness, how many Raigu Ends do I need? And wasn't that the back of the pack? Again, my word, I think I've discovered some sort of tactic that they used here. But yeah, Regenesis cards, they must be high rarities, but even then I've only pulled 1 dragon, so it'd be nice to have at least a second copy of the dragon. Bomber Place I've pulled a few of. I've got a Synchro. Oh, there's Regenesis Dragon and Ancient Fairy Life Dragon. So that's actually really cool. So we've pulled the Ancient Fairy, I think I have Ancient Fairy Dragon. Do I have Ancient Fairy Dragon? That's a good question. I got Black Rose. I'm not sure on Ancient Fairy actually. But we've got Life Dragon, which is 2, 4, 6, 8. So a tuner, non-tuners. So if this guy's special summoned, you can draw a card, or if Will of Spirits is on the field, you can add a light monster, beast, plant, or fairy, or 1 Eternal Sunshine from your deck to your hand instead. So I have all those cards. Eternal Sunshine, I have another one of those. Okay, that's kind of cool. I don't know if I'd ever use Luna's stuff, if I'm being completely honest here. We got 3 packs, 2 to go. Oh no! So what, I pulled 2 secrets, 2 ultras, 3 ultras, 2 secrets, and a bunch of supers. So maybe there might be something else left in here, but there might not be. Vicious Claws, Moissanite, Brain Control, Popular of the White Forest. Oh, this is actually kind of cool because this is an Illusion Synchro Tuna. So that actually works with one of the cards that I have. And this is a Tuna non-tunas. If this card is special summons, you can target 2 White Forest monsters in your graveyard. Don't have those. And you can put them in your spell and trap zones. It's continuous. Oh, that would be so good if I had more White Forest support. If I had actual White Forest, because then I could summon the fusion monster. Oh, you're such a good card. Oh no. That hurts. It hurts. I have 2 copies of that fusion monster that requires you to put cards in your spell and trap zone as monsters. Oh no. Oh no. But okay, Popular of the White Forest could go in my deck. There's some cards to consider. We need to read, we need to flick through, and then we need to decide what we're gonna do, because there are cards that we can choose now. We do have, I feel like we almost have the keys to the kingdom here, and we're just a little shy. Legendary Lord Six Samurai Kaizen. Put a pack on top of all my cards. Why not? Code Igniter. Here There Be Dragons. Whale. Izamina, which is level 12, 13, what the heck are you? Queen Izama and an Infusion Auto Synchro monster, which I do not have Queen Izamina, so I don't know how to summon this thing. You're just going to be chilling on a throne. You're an illusion card. I love illusion cards, but I just don't have, I can't use you. Chaotic Elements. At least I can special summon the Synchro. Last Pack of Destiny, give it to us, Kaiba. Please be a high rarity. Please not be a super rare. And be something I can actually use. Don't be a Dragon Ruler. I need maybe a Simple Spells card. I don't know. Maybe a Mitsurugi Ritual? Because I have everything but. Steam Sabersaurus. Regenesis Dragon. Okay, we got a full playset of Regenesis Dragon. I think it's a Link monster at the back here. Evil Twin Kisa Kill Deal. I got really excited because I thought maybe it was the Deco Toker or something absolutely wild, but it's not. Mirror, I got another load of those. Okay, so, alright, we got quite a few cards to use. We got a whole lot of super rares. At least, I think, 2 copies of the Evil Twins and things like that. So we got 1 Mitsurugi, 1 of the Lards, 2 copies of the Deal, 1 copy of the Izamina, 1 of the White Forest Dude, 1 Ancient Fairy Dragon, 1 Ultra Rare, 2 Ultra Rares, Abduction, I think we only got 1 of, Regenesis was 1, Toxic Boxfish, which is absolutely hilarious, we got 1 of those, 2 Willed Spirits, I think, yeah, 2 Willed Spirits, and then 2 AI, AI Connects. So that's a whole lot. And then we got 1 copy of the Eldritch card, 1 copy of this, and then we got another 3 here. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we got how many? So what is that? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 super rares. Then we got we got 4 ultra rares in total, 2 dragon rulers, funny enough, the baby form, Cyberdark Worm, and then we got Regenesis and Diabell Star Vengeance, which I think is the best card that we got. And then yeah, this is that you can pay half your life points, target a card your opponent controls, destroy it, Then if you have another Diabell monster card on the field, special summon a Tuna Synchro, which is Illusional Spellcaster, from your extra deck, which would be Poplar of the White Forest. And then if this guy is special summoned, you can take 2 White Forest monsters in your graveyard and place them face up in your owner's spell and trap zones as spell card, continuous spells. Then during your opponent's main phase, as a quick effect, you can immediately apply this effect, which is Synchro Summon this card using this card, Synchro Summon using this card you control. So that's somewhat useful. I've almost got all the keys to the kingdom, but not quite. We're missing a few. I would say if we had a much more solid White Forest core and then a few like just of the Diabell stuff and then just simple spoils in general, I'd say we'd be on the case for an actual winner, an actual deck that we can use. But yeah, we have a lot of really good cards. It's just we're just missing that one or two things that's gonna really make the deck pop, in my opinion. I mean, don't get me wrong, I practice against my brother. I mean, he was using Flower Cardian, but it was so much more, my deck was so much more consistent in terms of just getting things out, summoning a bunch of cards. It was really just much more smooth. The issue is obviously my opponents aren't going to be using Flower Guardian at like the Alliance Insight. It's going to be a much more uphill battle. I think it can definitely handle itself a lot more. And definitely with some of these cards, I think we're going to have a serious look at some of these cards, but there is some potential here. It's just how do we use said potential? Like, when we look at it, how do we use it, and how do we go from there? So, thank you all so much for watching. I very much enjoyed doing this box opening for my birthday, so that was a super fun little surprise. We definitely got some decent cards. I got a lot of commons. Oh my goodness, there's so many commons of cards that I just did not need. And then some of those super rares that we got 2 of, maybe it would have been nice if they were other cards, maybe another Regenesis, because I only got the Regenesis Dragon and Warrior, so this Regenesis spell is very limited. So because it allows you to take a Regenesis from your deck and either add it to your hand or send it to the graveyard, or if you have a monster, you can add one monster with 2500 attack and defense from your deck to your hand instead, which is kind of cool. So yeah, we're gonna have to really think about it. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know I did. So please make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more content like this one. And as always, party on, peeps. Take care, guys. It was great to see you, and we'll see you again in that next video. Bye!